honored guests. Today, the United States Army will honor Lieutenant Colonel Anthony P. Barbina, Battalion Commander of the New England Recruiting Battalion, on his promotion to Colonel. The officiating officer for today's promotion ceremony is Brigadier General Patrick R. Michaelis, Deputy Commanding General, United States Army Recruiting Command. Ladies and gentlemen, General Michaelis.
I said I had to stand behind this in order to make sure that the world can see this. So, can you all hear me out there? You all doing all right? All right. Well, thank you all for being here today, and I want to thank the folks that own this Navy Yard here for allowing us the opportunity to come down here for Jamaica Point. Pretty special day today. So I have a few notes, so I'll refer to some of that, but I just want to first just kind of recognize. You can relax here. So I want to thank our Civilian Agency Secretary of the Army for being here today. Mr. Cannon and Ms. Pendles, thank you very much. It means an incredible amount to all of us here. The support you give through the Secretariat in your role in being able to help shape what we do here in United States Army Recruiting Command and for the Army writ large. It is a challenge, as you all know, as you're educated into what it means to provide talent for the Army itself. I appreciate it. We're really fortunate to have some of the relatives of Anthony here today. We've got his parents, James and Luann, from Ohio or Indiana. It all depends. James, Vietnam veteran, and thank you for that. And I can see through your raising of your son today where all the things you learned in your time in the service and how you grew up kind of relate to where he is today. So thank you very much. You got your in-laws, Paul and Nancy Wagner, all right, coming in from the local area here. Some siblings, Joshua and Amy Wagner, and daughter Ellie. Hi, Ellie. How you doing over there? Yeah. So we've got virtual attendants, I think, Sean and Kathy Barbina. All right, good to see you guys. Alicia and Matt Thompson, and also Jordan and Sarah Barbina. And then we've got the Barbina family. We've got Summer and Vivian and Cameron. Cameron, how you doing over there? Doing all right? All right. Summer, thank you. Thank you for everything you've done. I've heard all the stories about how you all met. And a couple comments from people I've talked to about your contributions and how you have been part of the SFRGs and your contribution to the family's success. And it is not lost that who is the better officer. Right? All right? Great. Hey, I want to thank the New England Battalion Sergeant Major for all you put together today. Putting this ceremony is no easy task. We in USREC serve a higher purpose. And those of you sitting in the back know what that is. We've got 10,000 recruiters at over 1,400 locations across the Army, or across the globe, with a primary purpose in their role as ambassadors to connect the Army back to her country, or connect the country to her Army. The method by which we do this is providing opportunity to serve, and providing opportunity to be on the cutting edge of tomorrow's potential is what we think about every single day. And the New England Recruiting Battalion is no stranger to that requirement. Anthony, the Army has recognized your potential. We don't select promotions based off of what you've done. That's just one of the factors, but we select based off of your forward potential, the potential to continue to serve with excellence. Performance doesn't always equal potential. But in this particular case, you read Anthony's biography, you read what he's done over his tenure, his career, you know that in the heart of hearts, he's got that potential. So I reached out to a couple of your old bosses, all right, folks that you have served with before. And I'd say, what? Tell me a little bit about Anthony. All right, so Colonel Cushing, the former 1st Brigade commander, said the following: dedicated, hard-working. Colonel Cushing considers himself an extremely hard worker. Might not be the smartest, but typically overcome by being the hardest worker. And I have now met my match, Anthony. I've never seen an officer work as hard as he does. Incredible dedication to the mission and your soldiers. He also went on to say he was part of the 101st when they dealt with the Ebola virus. Very applicable to what we're experiencing today. So was well postured to assist with the COVID pandemic and how to shape his unit and provide recommendations to the brigade. And I think he sends out his extreme gratitude to you and his pride in you. All right, Kevin Lambert. So he's the Chief of Staff right now, 1st Infantry Division. He is part of the 1st Division size NTC rotation that's happening right now. I sent him a quick note and said, hey, tell me about Anthony. He says, quote, simply stated, Anthony is the most capable officer with whom I have had the honor of working closely with, intellectually, physically, and emotionally. I know all this is crushing you inside, so that's all right. Anthony is a complete package. The scary part is that his wife, Summer, was likely the only officer he has ever been around that was more capable. They drove the brigade and set the standard in training, the Soldier and Family Readiness Group, community engagement, and volunteering. He goes on to say, to illustrate Anthony's unique abilities and capacity, I will share one story. The most important resource at West Point is time. Cadets that struggle have a difficult time balancing the academic, the physical, and military demands. As a West Point junior, Anthony was the top 5% of his class academically, top of his cadet military company, and on the sport parachute, the skydiving team. As the former sport parachute team OIC, I know those cadets spend easily 25 to 30 hours a week jumping. In addition to all of that, Anthony was forced to claim on taxes $25,000 in income that year for flipping sports memorabilia. You all probably didn't know that. Mainly baseball cards on eBay that he purchased on his day trips to New York City over the weekend. A closet entrepreneur. Just a small kind of smattering of the folks that believe in you and believe in what you can do. It's a testament to your inherent qualities that you have standing here today. As I look at leadership qualities today, and as you continue to evolve, I think about Jim Collins in his book, Good to Great, the Level 5 Leader. And I think you have a bit of his qualities. Deep humility and fierce resolve. That will has a quality all of its own. And that positive attitude and winning work ethic creates an incredible momentum and an unstoppable momentum. Innovation, always at the cutting edge, whether it's on eBay or in the social media space. Seeing opportunities, but not just seeing them, acting on them. Those are the qualities we need in our leaders today. And if you don't know, Anthony's also been selected for Brigade Command, which he'll take next summer, the 36th Engineering Brigade Command down in Fort Hood, Texas. That is a tough cut. And it is an example, it highlights who he is and the potential that he has. So we're going to promote you to the rank of colonel. So a little bit about the colonel's rank. All right, the rank first seen in the Army in the early 1800s, and in 1926 they were issued in pairs where the beak was facing forward. Now I'm just going to give you a little hint. Always check out your rank, all right? Because the beaks are facing forward, and if you're going too fast, they get kind of mixed up sometimes. So that's not from personal knowledge. It's not from personal experience. I'm just kind of telling you, all right? So before we codified the rank the way it is right now, if you look at the Eagle rank itself, the claws are grabbing a set of arrows, all right? And those arrows, obviously a pointy end, and then you've got the laurels on the other end of it. And in a time of peace, all right, the head of the Eagles, before about 1952, they were facing the laurels, facing the feathers of the arrows itself. In a time of war, those eagles were facing the arrowheads, hence the term War Eagle. Now we've changed that since then, but it gives a bit of the flavor for the rank of full-bore colonel in the meaning of the eagle. Now, where the eagle came from, lots of different discussions on it. You can go all the way back to the Romans in some ways. Some of them associated with our nation's symbol, the eagle. All right, be lucky because Ben Franklin wanted the turkey. All right, so keep that would look a little different. All right, but I will tell you that what it does represent is a continued national conversation about what it means to be an American. So we are in the middle of a great experiment. This experiment called the United States of America. And if you're a student of history, you know we've been here before. 100 years ago, during the 1918 pandemic, and in the 1960s, through a civil rights movement that changed the face of this country. We're in a similar position today, where a conversation at the national level continues to define what America means. But there's a constant that always remains. It's the profession of arms under civilian control, true to the values of our country, that allows that conversation to happen. The honor of promotion is truly about your future potential, and we live in uncertain times. Your beacon of leadership, Anthony, now symbolized the rank that you are about to receive, is more important today than ever. I know you will rise to the occasion, as you have time and time before. Leadership's a little different at the rank of colonel. The dichotomy, the weird kind of thing about the higher you go in the Army, you have much more authority, but the more you use that authority from a positional perspective, the less effective you are. Just think about that. So thank you all to our esteemed guests and the family that are here today, that have joined us virtually, the great family that's here today, excuse me. Patriots win, let's provide the strength, and let's go ahead and promote this young man. That's all right. What's first? Okay. Are you ready to go?
Attention orders. The President of the United States has reposed special trust and confidence in the patriotism, valor, fidelity, and abilities of Lieutenant Colonel Anthony P. Barbina. In view of these qualities and your demonstrated potential for increased responsibility, you are therefore promoted in the United States Army to the grade of Colonel by order of the Secretary of the Army.
Okay, who's next?
Dad? Kind of put it right on that same spot.
swear
swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
And I bear this with true faith and allegiance. That I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation, purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which I am about to enter. So help me God.
Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, Colonel Anthony Barbina.
applicants whose encounters have been now in the budget of the that archon for heroism represents one of the things, many of the things I've seen from soldiers along my career. Whether it be heroism in battle, Soldier City, and other places like that, Romero, Guerrero, Mack, McAfee, Goodman, Burns, Crook, Callaway, Smith, Kendall, Boateng. Soldiers that have shown me, officers, NCOs, and soldiers, have shown me what it means to be a leader. And the bear, the bear every single day. I was that guy standing right there several years ago when they made an investment in me, and I would not be here today without their coaching, mentorship, and support. The last thing of my four things that got me here today, from that little note card I did 23 years ago, was my faith. My faith in God, in others, my family, and all the other things I've talked about today. I do believe very heavily in spiritual resilience. Whatever your faith may be, you have to be able in tough times, whether it be in Soldier City in 2008, whether it be in Liberia in 2014 when Ebola was all around us, whether it be at other times when things were tough. I always had the spiritual resilience and faith that I could fall back on. It was also faith in my teammates, my friends, and the civilians around me that allowed me to keep moving forward and to always accomplish the mission. I have a lot of faith that here in New England, we're going to make our FY21 mission. We're going to continue to drive on with this unit. I saw it during the recent COVID scare. The faith in my soldiers, the faith in the NCOs has not been misplaced. I look forward to where this unit's going to take us. That's really all I have to say today. With that old card complete, I kind of thought last night was summer. Those goals are accomplished. Like, where do we go next? What's my next card look like? And I think with all of my family, my friends, my faith, and then the fantastic soldiers I work with, I can't imagine where it's going to go. So I'll fill out this note card with Cameron, Vivian, and Summer, and my family. And I ask all of you all to do that. To fill out the note card in your life that kind of lays out where you want to go and what you want to be. So put them in boots for victory, Patriots pride. Thanks everybody for your time today.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony. On behalf of Colonel Barbina and his family, thank you for joining us. Keeping in mind social distancing practices, please offer your personal congratulations to Colonel Anthony Barbina and his family.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Kirby,
Congratulations.
great job putting this all together today. That's awesome. Great. Thank you very much. I think so. Sergeant Thompson, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yes, sir. Look forward to getting on your service.
Elvis and everybody. He just wanted
Thank you for having us. Always a pleasure, ma'am, sir. Congratulations. Good job today. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. That was great, huh? Yeah. Sir. Meryl, congratulations. Thank you, sir. Congratulations. That was nice. Thank you. Be awesome, huh? Thank you, you too. See you all the way, sir.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Thanks for putting this thing together today. It was awesome. And thanks for the speech. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Alyssa. Appreciate it. Sanitize. Yeah. Yeah. Sanitize in and out, huh? Yeah. Thank you.